Good day, folks. This is Omar Hosea again. Dear Heavenly Father, grant me permission to speak about this subject. I pray that somebody learn from it and even correct me if I'm wrong. But so far, yet, Father, you have always confirmed these things that we share on these videos. And we ask you for your mercy and forgiveness that we didn't pray on the other video concerning the wisdom of the serpent. So I just humbly ask for the permission to speak according to thy will, for you are the best knower of all things. In the name of Yahshua, and all the prophets before me, and to the elders we say, Selah. Okay, now, this other video, in the Sabbath, it's over, the sun done went down, but we're still on our deen. This is, it never stops with us, never stops for us, because this is our portion. But the thing that's been getting to me is the demonization of Enoch, because he beat death. Satan and his demons and the wicked hearts of men. Back in Enoch days, when they tried to kill him, put him in the furnace, tried to burn him and his daughter. It's all in the book of Jubilee, the book of Jasher, and some other ancient writings that confirm this, even in Greek, in Assyrian, and Babylonian writings, as well as Aramaic and Arabic writing, and Hindu writing. You can find these writings and these confirmations. And so Enoch got away from Satan by the grace of the Most High, took him up, didn't die. And so he's been demonized about his book not being not valid, and this and that. And for some reason, you scholars won't read it. But yet, the Most High seen fit for Enoch's seed to flourish. Thus, we got Noah, obviously, right? So now, after Enoch, before Noah comes, we have Seth, the second son after Abel. And then when you look at the stories about Seth, and you read about Seth in Babylon and in Babylonian texts and in Egyptian texts, you have to ask yourself, first of all, Osiris was the king of Egypt, and he worshipped the sun. He didn't worship the creator of the sun. Before him, they worshiped different animals and things of the earth, and they worshiped the celestial stars. But they didn't worship he who created those things. And so, logically, if Seth got the word from Adam, who got the word from the Most High, who is the word that created all things seen and unseen, known and unknown, heard and unheard of, it is by righteousness that Seth would uphold his father's house, which is Adam. And it's only right by Adam to uphold his father's house, the Most High. So there is no error in that. But for some reason, when Seth kills Osiris for worshiping false gods and worshiping the creation and not the creator, the people who love Osiris, like Isis loved him, the people who loved the way he ruled, the people who loved worshiping pagans and being disobedient to the Most High and to their own souls, they got mad because Seth killed Osiris, because that's what the Most High wanted him to do. That's why he allowed Osiris to die. But here's the thing about the serpent with the woman, and the woman and the serpent mind again, because Adam, the Most High said don't touch the tree, but the serpent went to the woman, so the woman did what she wanted to do. She entertained the serpent without checking with Adam first. The same thing with Isis. Instead of looking for the body of Osiris and talking to Seth the king, or talking to the man to find out exactly what justifies the death of Osiris, she went in her own emotions. She went to her own selfishness, her own ego, her own vainglory, and said, forget the Most High, forget the king, forget their ancestors, the first pure humans. And she did what she wanted to do, and went and got the coffin, and then get mad when Seth gets the body and chops it up and sends it throughout all of Egypt. And then she comes up with a magic spell, sorcery, brings him back to life for a couple hours or a day, and have sex with a dead man. Now, can you imagine having sex with a Frankenstein or a Frankenstein woman or a Chucky doll or something like that? I mean, having sex with a dead person is crazy. I mean, really. Y'all have to admit, folks, whether it's your ancestors or not, that is sick. To bring a dead man back to life, have sex with him so you can have a baby, and then create a cult and say Horus is the god of the sun god. It's crazy. How do you justify that, human beings? How do you justify that, scholar? How do you justify the spiritual leaders? How do you justify the temple players? How do you justify these things? Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, all of you, even the you elite. How do you justify this disobedience of nature, life and death, and the words of the Most High, and the laws and the celestial laws of creation? And then justify by saying that magic and this and that is our cultural knowledge? No. It's very demonic and unhealthy. So now, we go to Nimrod. Now we found out that Nimrod, Ham gave Cush the stolen items, the items that he stole from Noah, to Cush. Cush didn't put them on, so he gave them to Nimrod. Nimrod puts the garments on, and he becomes the first king of the planet. Now, we all know about the story of Babylon, where Nimrod said he's going to war against God. He's going to go up with the Most High. He's going to go in the heavens and war against the angels in heaven. I mean, he really blasphemes the Most High because he got he's been given the garments, one, out of theft. Ham stole the garments. Ham uncovered his father's nakedness by messing with his grandmother. Canaan got cursed for messing with his grandmother. So they exposed their father's nakedness to us, which is in the book of Leviticus 19. Don't expose your brother's nakedness, your mother's nakedness, your father's nakedness, anybody's nakedness. You don't do that. So it's written that way. But Nimrod and Ham does this, and Canaan does that because Tammuz is Cush's wife, and so he exposed his father's nakedness by having a child with his mother. That's Nimrod. Now, Esau, that everybody talk about, he was a half beast and he was all that. That's not true. Esau came out of Isaac's loins. Jacob and Esau, they were twins, right? So if Jacob and Esau came out the same holy loins, then Esau is not per se defective. If you understand that, how come Esau is not defective? Because the Most High allowed him to kill the greatest warrior on the planet named Nimrod. Could nobody kill Nimrod but Esau? Jacob couldn't kill him. Nobody could kill him except for Esau. So that says something as like King David when he destroyed Goliath. Could nobody in Israel beat Goliath, the Philistine, but this little dude from out of nowhere, who was a sheep herder, kills Goliath. Esau, same person. Out of all the people in Babylon, was scared of him. Even Jacob, he decided to kill Nimrod. That's huge. Because for Esau to kill Nimrod, who waged war against the Most High, he built a tower to the Most High. That is a righteous man. But here's the thing about Esau, is that his father told him, and his mother told him, do not lay with these Canaanites. So when Esau had already put it in his heart to lay with these Canaanites, these defective people, or these unrighteous people, or these wicked-hearted people, then he didn't deserve a birthright. And so in his burst of fear from killing Nimrod, he gave up his birthright. But when you finish reading the story, that was after he killed Nimrod and he was fighting the two men. He was running for his life. He thought he was running for his life. He thought Nimrod and his kings and the other dude was going to come kill him. And so he said, yeah, here, won't you make me something to eat, man? I'm hungry because I've been at war. I've been fighting. He said, no problem. But now who's dying? I think Isaac is dying. It's in Book of Jasher, chapter 19, I think. No, chapter 27 through verse 20, chapter 27, 28, 29. And the story of Jacob and Esau, we already know, is in Genesis. But now this is before Isaac is on his deathbed. All right. Now he already gave up because he took the garments back off of Nimrod. All right. So now that makes Esau a strong man because he took the garments. He earned that. But now Esau gives up the birthright of the garment by coming in hungry for the food. But here, when Isaac is dying, here comes another blessing though. See, he gave up his birthright, which was the garment. But he gave up his family blessing when he came back and then when Rebecca found out that he had married the Canaanite women, she said, "Oh, don't let Esau get blessed by your father Isaac, because we know that he already went and when he has his heart set on marrying Canaanite women, and that will defile your father's house." And so Jacob did what his mother had did that was wise to keep from defiling his father's house, defiling his father's loins in the bloodline. He took the blessing that Esau was supposed to get because Isaac didn't know that he went behind his back to marry Canaanite women. So we have to look at these things and these variables and say that Esau was not a bad dude, but when he left Canaan and went to Seir, that's where he mixed with the Hirites, and the Hirites and the Esau mixed together is called Edom. This is where you get Edom from, the mixture of Esau and the Seirs or the Horites. These are the seed of Edom. These are the defective genos who went around and had sex with all these different things because that's what Nimrod did. That's what Osiris did. That's what they was preaching. That was part of the cult. And if you look it up, in the Egyptian hieroglyphs, it says that Osiris, part of his cult was the Bacillus. I forgot what it's called, but it's the penis worship. That Isis went and looked for the saddle and had sex to bring forth Horus. So, don't take my word for it. Y'all do the research for yourself. Y'all find out. You might just want to apologize to your ancestors. You know what I mean? You might want to do some further research and be careful who's spitting that snake venom in your head. Because that's the only guilty thing Esau did was disobey his father. And that's by having sex with the Canaanites. And even to this day, the Most High tell us Hebrews, do not mix with those other nations because you'll live just like them. You'll worship their gods. You'll eat like them. You'll do everything like those nations and you'll forget about me. And we do that to this very day. That's why we're called so-called blacks, African Americans, niggers, Hispanics, Latinos, all these different names, but the children of the Most High. Until next time, this is Omar Jose saying peace. May the Most High find y'all diligently hard working and researching. And we out.